Good morning. Welcome to the morning chat where I tell you what's on my mind in the morning time as I get myself together. Yeah. I just put on my lip color and I mixed my red Sahara Desert with my Wet n Wild. Excuse me, here I go. I went in for the top of my, I call it the Sahara Desert lipstick, and my Wet n Wild. I want a dark red, and this one is a dark red, but it's not dark as I want it to be. And if you know a little bit about makeup, is even if it is not, you're supposed to line your lip before you put on lipstick in general. If you're being professional with your lip color, you're supposed to line your lip with a lip color liner, and it should match the color that or come very close to the color, the base color that you're going to be having your lip. And I don't have none of that. I don't even think I have eyeliner or any type of liner pencil. You know, back in the day, what we used to do was we line our lips and just put some gloss on it, bam, 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 and then it looks like we lined our lips in the black or brown or dark colored eyeliner. And that liner actually provided the color for your whole lip because it kind of smeared in with the gloss, and it just looks like a nice little sheen on your, not even a sheen, shine on your color. Hello, amen. So let's get into it. I just kind of jumped on in here because I want to kind of get in and get out today. Hopefully, I will only give you 20 minutes of content this morning, and then y'all can continue on with me on my ride to work on Facebook. So let's get into a morning announcement. Bedtime Stories episode 14 should be up, ready for your viewing, and that part. So it should be up tonight at 9 if it's not already on YouTube. Also, or it might not be. I don't know if I did it. Did I do my bedtime stories? I think I did. Let me see what my YouTube is hitting for. Let's see. I guess I might not have done it. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. I sure did post 14. Okay, well, whatever. Then I guess I might have to come home and get some editing done tonight. Hello. and post bedtime stories. I think I was like, ooh, I'm tired. From this weekend because I posted some things for sale on eBay and on Facebook, and I have got no hits on it that I know of yet. I posted, what did I post I posted 2 chairs. They're like dining room chairs. It was the chair that I had prior to this. It was like espresso wood color, and then like the beige cushion seats. I just want to get them bad boys up out of here. And I think I did $30, 15 each chair. And I just had a time trying to post that. Yo, like, come on. So I posted that. I still haven't done Craigslist. I just don't like it. I don't like Craigslist. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't like Craigslist. That's where scammers go to play. Okay. I mean, yeah, but hopefully I have this twin size mattress on sale for $50. It's slightly used. There's a slight tear in it, but I posted for $50. Right about now, they're probably about $100 for a twin size simple mattress, not even City Posturepedic or nothing. Just a regular old mattress, something perfect for your kids' twin size bed. You know what I mean? So that part. So no more announcements aside from, yes, Friday's YouTube is definitely on there. And I think the title was Does Knowledge Equal Wealth? So go there, watch that. If you did not see it on Instagram, or you just want to see the edited version of what I did, cut out all the empty chair scenes here. That is all. I hope you all had a restful night's sleep. It is Friday. Hello, it's Friday. Okay? And I ain't talking about Kanye. I'll tell his antics that he be putting up, child. I want to talk about a couple of things leading up to. I thought I was going to talk about that, but I want to talk about something that my cousin had texted me yesterday, and I'm hoping that when I saved it, okay, so it's not that one. That it's saved to my bookmarks. Well, I never. And it was talking about, well, I'm going to just Google it now. So basically, Biden had something to say about why I can't seem to spell this man's name. So, okay, so this article says Biden pardons thousands of people convicted of marijuana possession. This is what he had to say. And I'm going to attempt to read it. So bear with my reading like I'm an elementary school student, okay? So this is on theguardian.com. So if you want to read it for yourself, read it for yourself. But he says, good morning. Joe Biden has pardoned thousands of people convicted of marijuana possession in a move described as long overdue. It could herald federal legalization and even set a motion of wider reprisal of drug prohibition. The president also called on the Secretary of Health and the Attorney General to begin the administrative process to review marijuana scheduling in the highest bracket of federal law, higher than the classification of fentanyl which has been killing people. That's not what the article said, but which has been killing people. That you touch fentanyl, you die. Oh, anyway, moving on. Especially if you do too much. And methamphetamines, two drugs that are fueling an overdose epidemic. Okay? So if you're not a professional handling fentanyl, okay, you can wrongly dose it and die. That's how Fu, a comedian, died with a few of his other friends that was doing cocaine. These uneducated drug dealers are stretching their drugs with fentanyl and causing overdose and death. Okay? I'm just saying, allegedly. Okay? Because I don't know for a fact. I'm not a drug dealer. I am not on the drug scene. I don't know for a fact. Okay? But I know strong, allegedly, leaning towards fact. Anyway. The pardons over simple possession, which is a low-level offense, meaning people imprisoned for trafficking, sales of, or other marijuana charges will be covered. The White House said no one is currently incarcerated, and no one is currently incarcerated in federal prison solely for simple possession. Okay? Biden had an obligation to act. Biden had an obligation to act. Deanna Hoskins, president of Just Leadership USA, highlighted that the president was behind the infamous crime bill in 1994 and paved the way for the war on drugs. Racial disparity in conviction rates for people of color. Biden has acknowledged that while white and black and brown people use marijuana at similar rates, black and brown people have been arrested, prosecuted, and convicted at disproportionate rates. The mother of an Iranian teenager who died after joining demonstrations over the death of in the custody of Mahsa Amini has accused the authorities of murdering her daughter and pressuring her to say it was suicide. In a video sent to Radio Farda, a U.S.-funded media outlet, Nasrin. Okay, no, I'm not gonna say that name. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to mess up the. So basically, Biden is talking about, he's saying it's not fair. He's pardoning federal criminals who are in jail. Look, like, really, y'all went federally for possession? So that means if they were trafficking marijuana, if they were caught selling federally, like, really, y'all really? Well, is there a weed kingpin up in there? You know what I'm saying? Because really, he only has power over it. But I also recall, and unfortunately, I'm using the camera of the phone in which it was text. But yes, it does say that he is pushing for the Attorney General to really reevaluate the class that marijuana is under, number one. And then it also said something about him, calling on the states to really look at this too and decriminalize this when it comes to marijuana. You know what I'm saying? So Um, I mean, it's a good step in the right direction, but talking about it ain't being about it. Okay. At this point, we don't even need to be talking about it. We need some action behind them words, Biden. I mean, I appreciate it, but we need more action behind them words. And the first step that you can add to the actions to them words, baby, is by actually either decriminalizing marijuana in the United States or just legalizing it here. Just legalize. We're not saying legalize crack, okay? Or and how about decriminalizing? I mean, not decriminalizing. How about criminalizing the use of fentanyl? If you're not a doctor and or a scientist who is properly using and knowing how to measure fentanyl and methamphetamines, how about that? Okay, let's criminalize that. But you know the facts that these southern states are not going to decriminalize meth because we know allegedly who is doing meth. Or we know what what's the word I want to say? We know who's doing meth. You know, you feel me what I'm trying to say. You know the stereotype of the people that's doing meth. And they don't look like me. Okay? We had a whole show on Netflix doing the panoramic called Tiger King. They look more like them doing that. Okay, let's be 101% about it, okay? So the fact of the matter is, it's there. And it's a step in the right direction. But to me, I love you, Biden, but that's the equivalent of you kneeling and putting on kente cloths and call yourself protesting in your, I mean, it's a nice gesture. It's a nice gesture of pardoning federally people. But what about these people in the states who I'm gonna and clarity and authenticity? I was arrested for possession of marijuana. And the sad part about it is the cop kind of felt bad. It's like, I gotta do my job. Girl, I said maybe one day they'll legalize, but right now it's still illegal in the state of Georgia. I got arrested for having marijuana in possession. Now, he did profile me. He did racially profile me because I'm a dark-skinned woman with locks and claimed that he smelled marijuana. You know he smelled no goddamn marijuana. I had it in a scentless jar, so you couldn't smell it. At least, you know, maybe I didn't smell it. But, and I had it. I did. There's no way I should have been arrested. There's no way I should have spent, how much was it? Like, I want to say about $1,200 in fines for a year. Well, you know, not $1,200 every month, but it came up to about that. And court fees and all that because of possession of marijuana. It's not, you didn't even see me smoking it. I wasn't even selling it. I didn't even have enough. I had less than an ounce. Way less than a fucking ounce. Because if you legalize marijuana federally, doggone it, you could, I said, what can the state say? I'm just saying. Well, it's illegal here, but it's legal federally. Well, what are you going to do? You can't go, you know, it's like if mama says it's okay, who are you, big sis, big brother, to say that it's not okay? Well, in my room, you don't smoke marijuana. Okay. Then I just won't come in your room. You understand what I'm saying? And let's be honest, these states that that legalizes have legalized what's the word I want to use? That has legalized marijuana, the use of marijuana, not for just medical, which that is a step in the right direction, because most of the states that has it for that had personal use. I can't think of the word right now, but I bet you I remember it in that car on the way there. All right. But those states that allow for you to use it personally for non-medical reasons, it started out as a medicinal thing, and you need to have a medical marijuana card in order to go to the dispensary. You have to show your card and get your marijuana. Now, word has said, and let me confirm this, that Georgia just voted to allow for people to have do marijuana medically, like you would have to get a medical card. And you'd be surprised how much you can use marijuana for medical reasons. Ooh, so is it true? Okay, to obtain a medical marijuana in Georgia, you must apply for low THC registry card. To get this card, the physician who is treating the patient submits the two forms, waiver form, waiver form, patient and physician sign, and the physician certification form. What? Okay, so low THC or registry page. Okay. So I'm thinking that's just for the oil, because I know some years back that they legalized the use of marijuana oil here in Georgia, but we couldn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Does Georgia have a medical marijuana well, I'm not going to say the word right now. My brain ain't connecting that. Okay, I think I got it. Does Georgia have medical marijuana reciprocity? There it is. Woo! Me, Tahir, I don't know if you ever will see any of my videos, but we here. You're smart, I'm smart. I saw that word. In my head, I knew how to say it. My tongue says more coffee. And I had to say it slow. Reciprocity. Yes, Senator Bill 16 explains any person who has in his or her possession a registration card issued by another state that allows the same possession of low THC oil as provided by the state law. Some states accept out-of-state medical marijuana cards. So that's a wonder. Is edibles okay? Production or sales of food products infused with oil, with low THC oil, edibles, is illegal. Digestion of low THC oil through vape is illegal. Physicians cannot prescribe medical marijuana. Okay, so you can get a card, but it's only for the low THC oil. Okay, and I'm assuming for like something to rub into your joints, or it is for outer non-digestive reasons. Is Delta 9 legal in Georgia? Delta 9, which is a main psychoactive ingredient and or cannabinoid, and THC is not legal in Georgia. Both Delta 8 and Delta 10 are not banned or defined by Georgia government, but they do have to follow FDA regulations like any other product sold on the shelf. Now, if you went back and you watched 3 Nights in Vegas, Day 2, Part 2, that's where, well, no, Part 1, I went to a place on the Strip where they were not a dispensary. Their marijuana was Delta 9, or it was like Delta 8, which is basically kind of like the essence of THC, not real THC. You know, it was the essence of. And I couldn't think of the word on the video, but it was the Delta. You have Delta 9, Delta 8, and Delta 10. You know, Delta 8, 9, and 10. And they both are kind of, you get it, but you get it. We, CBD, which I think is probably one of the Delta 8s and 10, it's supposed to not have any THC, but very limited here in Georgia. But THC, no. So I don't see Georgia doing it, making it legal. Just a regular old for personal use, child, not in this year. Even if they did it federally, they would have really tight rein because they make way too much money and get too much joy of putting black and brown people behind bars for minor things like this. I mean, I just got to keep it 100. I'm in Georgia, but it's still the South, and they still have that mentality. No matter how nice and how much they like us again, you know, or whatever, or it's a new day, or whatever the situation is, whatever. Okay, they get way too much joy of keeping us underfoot by putting our black boys and women and children in jail. And we have too much joy taking our money for possession of marijuana. Because I promise you, that judge smiled at me like, oh, I'm going to get you. Oh, she 47 years old and we finally got the bitch. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He smiled as he told me. I said, I can't let you go on this. You know, and you didn't have nothing on your record. Oh, I popped your cherry. We popped your cherry, Gordon County. Now, I don't have to say allegedly. I experienced it. This is my business. Okay? He took way too much joy telling me that I need to pay this money. And I have to be on probation. And he's like, oh, God. And he probably knew that because of the age that I am, that the likelihood of me paying my restitution was high. I paid it. I'm thankful that I didn't have to go in every month. This is before the panoramic, you know. It was before the panoramic. Okay? It was before the panoramic. And thank God for where I'm working now. I was able to pay off my restitution, do my community work, and get off of probation, and hopefully it's not on my record because it's a first-time offender. I had never, prior to that, ever I haven't been to jail. I didn't even. And you know, I'm not proud of this, but I've never even visited my son in jail. I dropped him off when he, you know, he had that weekend thing type of situation going on where he was going, you know, in and out at one point, and they allowed him to get out during the week so he could work, and then he go in on the, you know what I'm saying, that type of thing. Like I dropped him off, but I ain't never been inside of a jailhouse until that day, and in 2018. So at any rate, child, we ain't gonna talk about it, but it's hopes. They're heading in the right direction. But if we don't keep Democratic in there, yeah, we're gonna have taxes and stuff like that. That's just the way of the world. And yes, Democrats do raise taxes. Why do they raise taxes? Because the Republicans spend all the money. When we got those stimulus checks, that came from all the money that Obama raised because he raised taxes. That's where the money comes from. Why every time the Republicans get in there, we go to war? How do we find the money for the war? The taxes that the Democrats raised. And you say, oh, it's going to affect the low income. Yes, because the rich people got people to get them through them loopholes so they don't have to pay. So that Trump can say that he only paid $1,000 in taxes. He got people to help him set up his loopholes and tax shelters. Don't believe all this mess that people are saying. Use your brain. Use your brain, people. Anyway, I'm done. I'm fussy. I'm perimenopausal right now. Shoot. Okay? I call that an existence, menopause. Come on in. Mama has been waiting for you for like 3 years. Come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. Menopause. Come on. Mommy is waiting for you. I'm ready for these hot flashes. Okay? Shoot. And people's like, don't ask for it. I'd rather have some hot flashes than to be on my cycle. I absolutely hate bleeding. Okay, that's too much information. That's my cue to get up off this screen. I love y'all. Y'all have a good one. And hey, well, I mean, we see Biden trying to do it. We need to keep him in there for another so-and-so years. I know we don't really like what he's doing, but if he's leaning that way, and this is positive, this is looking good. The only way any Republican running can probably get the vote of the people is to promise that they legalize marijuana federally. I'm going to be honest with you. Is it, would you vote for a Republican if they promise? No. That's not going to be enough. Okay. Would I vote for Trump if he said he would legalize marijuana? Okay, this is going to be, you know what, it took me a minute because I was like, he'll have me, I'm going to be listening, but I feel like if Trump ever goes back into the office, he's going to figure out a way that he can stay. I'm just saying. I feel like he'll figure out a way that he can stay, and then we'll become, instead of being a democracy, we'll be a, not a monarchy, but you know what I mean. I can't think of it right now. The coffee ain't kicked in, but as soon as I get that fresh air and the kiss of the crisp air outside on my face, I'm going to have all of it on there. But anyway, y'all have a good day. Remember, love yourself, love your neighbor, and stay authentic. All right? Y'all have a good one. Bye. Also, you don't want to do it. I see this as just a flashing and just don't want to show no love. Okay, well,